When I walked into the courtroom, my daughter rolled her eyes at me. That was the first cut. But when the judge froze mid-sentence, staring at me with something close to fear, and whispered, "Is that her?" the whole room fell into silence. They didn't know who I really was. Not yet. I met Daniel 22 years ago. He was the man who could make a crowded room tilt toward him with nothing but a smile. I was young, naive. I mistook his charisma for loyalty, his ambition for strength. For a while, he played the part well. Husband, father, provider. I believed him when he said family was everything. But years have a way of peeling paint off the prettiest walls. His late nights became frequent. His touches grew careless. His eyes lingered too long on other women, even in front of me. I convinced myself I was imagining things. I wanted to believe the story he sold me, until the day I wasn't imagining anymore. It started with a receipt stuffed deep in his wallet. 2 glasses of wine, 1 dinner, a hotel room. Not mine, not ours. Then came the whispers from friends who hated to be the one to tell me. And finally, the undeniable proof. A message on his phone left open like an invitation. "I can't wait until she's out of the way. Our future will finally start." That was the day I buried the wife I used to be. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I simply went quiet. Because silence, I learned, is where power grows. He thought I'd leave in pieces, begging for scraps. That's what men like him count on, women folding under betrayal. But I didn't fold. I studied. I learned the value of patience. I traced every account he tried to hide, every asset he tucked away under another name. He thought he was clever. He was sloppy. I built my case the way a hunter builds a trap, slowly, carefully, making sure he stepped exactly where I wanted him. He wanted a divorce? Fine, I would give him one, but not the one he planned. Step 1, I became invisible. I let him believe I was weak, distracted, destroyed. He flaunted his mistress in front of me. My daughter, poisoned by his words, looked at me with disdain. I let them, because while they looked down on me, I was looking through them. Step 2, I found the cracks in his empire. Offshore accounts, fraudulent investments, a partner he cheated not just in bed, but in business. I gathered documents, recorded calls, waited. Step 3, I found the judge, or rather, he found me. Judge Harrington, once a man caught in one of Daniel's financial schemes. Buried it, paid his way out, but not before I had the receipts. I didn't need to threaten him. I only needed to remind him. Which is why, when I walked into that courtroom, the judge froze and whispered, "Is that her?" Yes, I was her. The one who knew what no one else dared say out loud. Daniel sat across from me, smug, leaning back in his chair as if the world belonged to him. His lawyer spread papers across the desk with the confidence of a man already counting his win. And my daughter, sweet, manipulated child, rolled her eyes, convinced her father was the hero and I was the burden. Then the hearing began. His lawyer presented his narrative. I was unstable, unfit, a woman wasting away in self-pity. Daniel, the noble provider, deserved custody, the house, the accounts. It was almost laughable. And then I stood, calm, precise. Every document I laid on the table was a nail in his coffin. Fraud, money laundering, evidence that tied not just him, but his mistress into criminal activity. I revealed it piece by piece, never raising my voice, never rushing. The silence in the room thickened with every page. Daniel's smugness bled into panic. My daughter's eyes widened, confusion breaking through the lies she'd been fed. And the judge? He didn't just listen. He leaned forward, recognizing the trap had been reset, this time not for him, but by me. By the end, the only words Daniel could manage were stammered denials, each one collapsing under the weight of proof. His lawyer tried to object, but the evidence was airtight. The gavel hit like thunder. Assets frozen, custody granted, investigation ordered. Daniel looked at me then, not his wife, not as the woman he betrayed, but as the executioner who had been waiting in the shadows. And my daughter? She didn't roll her eyes this time. She just stared, as if seeing me for the first time. I walked out of that courtroom lighter than I had in years. Because revenge isn't fire. It's not fury. It's ice. It's silence. It's patience sharpening itself into a blade. And when it finally cuts, it doesn't just wound. It ends.